Welcome to the XFLSimulated on EA Sports. Today we've got a pretty big divisional matchup between the St. Louis Battlehawks and the hometown Tampa Bay Vipers. Coming into this game, definitely going to shake up the playoff picture in the XFL East. As St. Louis is 4-1, Tampa Bay is 2-3. They're coming off a tough loss last week against the Los Angeles Wildcats. They're sitting under 500. They definitely want to get back up to that today. We'll see if the hometown advantage can give them something against a really fierce Battlehawks group. So right now the Vipers and the visiting Battlehawks getting ready to take the field. Some big names on both sides. First with the Vipers, their running backs, Devion Smith and Jaquez Patrick, both very impressive backs. Last week they struggled against the Wildcats, but overall they've both had very good seasons, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare today against a very tough St. Louis defense. The Battlehawks last week, they shut out the DC Defenders on the road, 30-0. So again, it'll be really interesting to see how these backs of the Vipers stack up against St. Louis's defense. So getting ready for kickoff here in Tampa Bay. Vipers getting ready to receive. It's going to be a good one. We'll see what Taylor Cornelius and his offense can do opening up this ball game. And this Week 6 matchup is underway. Taylor Russolino will kick it away. Back to receive is Ryan Davis, and he will take a knee. So now, Tampa Bay's offense coming out. Taylor Cornelius, he's had a pretty decent year for the Vipers so far. On a whole, he hasn't been out of this world like PJ Walker, but he's thrown for 924 yards, and he's got, overall, his completion percentage has been very good. He's thrown for 7 touchdowns, no picks. So again, he's been efficient at that position. They're definitely going to want to see some more production from him today, though. Last week against Los Angeles, he just couldn't get the job done at the end. He missed a couple big throws that could have given them the win. So we'll see how he does this week. First play, Tampa Bay from their own 25. Von Smith is going to get the carry, and he will be bottled up right away. Maybe a gain of 1. Now let's take a look at the Vipers' offense. The offensive line, they've been decent this year. They've got some good players over there, and again, Jaquez Smith, Devon Smith, those guys are fantastic running backs, but at the tight end position, Nick Truesdell has really broken out the last couple games. They expect to see more of him today. Jalen Tolliver and Reese Horn, Dan Williams, they're good receivers, so honestly, it's up to Taylor Cornelius to utilize these guys in the best way that he can. 2nd and 9, coming up from their own 26. On the screen, goes out to Williams, and he is bottled up right away. Good tackle made there by McCoyle Jr. And this defense, Dwayne Hendricks, Casey Sales, the linebackers, Jack Jones, Dexter McCoyle, Terrence Garvin, these guys have been incredible all season. Will Hill, a real leader on that defense. Kenny Robinson, he's been very impressive as a rookie. So we'll see what this defense has right now. Great opening drive for them. They've only given up 1 yard on the run and then pushed him back. 3rd and 10 coming up now for the Tampa Bay Vipers. And this is what Tampa Bay has struggled with, getting an early drive going. We'll see if they can pick up this 3rd down here. Cornelius back to throw. He's going to air it out deep. And that is almost brought in by Jalen Tolliver. Good coverage there by Kenny Robinson. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and a quick punt for Tampa Bay. So disappointing opening drive. Cornelius almost got that in there to Tolliver. Just spun around a little bit too much, and Robinson makes a nice play on the football. So that'll bring up a 4th and 10 as the Vipers have to punt it away. Jake Shum out to punt it away for Tampa. Pearsonell on the return. And he will get met right at the 30, call it the 31. So now St. Louis's offense already coming out there, and the Battlehawks, they've been incredible, and it's mainly because of Jordan Ta'amu. He's been really just outstanding in every facet of football. Interesting, in the first game against Dallas, his first 2 drives were interceptions. Since then, he's been a completely different player. He's makes the right calls, makes the right throws. He can also run. A couple weeks ago against Seattle, he ran for 3 touchdowns. He's a quarterback, so lots of potential and talent in this young quarterback. We'll see what he can do today against a tough Tampa Bay defense. 1st and 10 from their own 31. Tamu, back to throw, blitz coming, and that is complete. That is Alonzo Russell on the reception. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 from their own 44. Great play to start the drive for St. Louis. Nice throw, good catch. It's a nice gain of 13. 1st and 10 now from their own 44. Matt Jones on the carry. Actually, Christine Michael. It's going to be a gain of about 1 or 2 on the play. Let's take a look at this Battlehawks offense. The offensive line has been incredible this year. Lots of fantastic players there. And DeMornay P-Chanel, LaDamian Washington, Marcus Lucas, they've been really great targets for Jordan Ta'amu. And Matt Jones, Christine Michael have been a pretty good duo there in the backfield. So lots of weapons for this Battlehawks offense. They're a scrappy team at times, but they're effective. They get the job done. 2nd and 8 from their own 46. Ta'amu back to throw. And he's got his man that's complete. Out of the backfield is Christine Michael. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This Vipers defense, though, they've been impressive as well. Josh Banks, DeAndre Mount, the linebackers Northrup, Waka, Plummer, those guys have been really impressive. Micah Hanneman, Tola Kelly, Varys McFadden, they've all been making plays all year long. Last week, they really held up against a tough Los Angeles offense. They gave their team many chances to win. Fortunately, they couldn't come away with a W, but still, this Vipers defense, they're an impressive group. 3rd and 5 coming up for St. Louis. Ta'amu back to throw, and that is caught. Does he get to the sticks? He will. Pierre-Chanel picks up the 1st down to the 44. This Battlehawks offense, again, they have a lot of weapons. Pierre-Chanel gets open, makes the play. Good throw by Ta'amu and a nice move by Pierre-Chanel to get back to the sticks after the catch. 1st down, St. Louis. Into Vipers territory at their 44. Can Tampa Bay get some momentum going on defense? And Ta'amu's going to take it himself, and he's got a lot of room to run. Big hole for Jordan Ta'amu, and he continues to make plays with his legs. 25 yards on the carry there, and that's a big 1st down for the Battlehawks. It's been every week that this guy has just made incredible plays on the ground, and no one can stop him. He's a fantastic runner, especially in open field, and he shows it again there. First and 10 from Tampa Bay's 19. The Battlehawks are in business early in this football game. Ta'amu gives it to Michael. Deason Holy stays on his feet. Nice move, and that's going to pick up 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Battlehawks. Christine Michael has been very good for the Battlehawks all year, and right now he's doing a great job so far in this ball game. 2nd and 5. Ta'amu takes a snap. This time it's Matt Jones. He's going to be met right at the 13-yard line. Only a 1-yard gain on the play, and another big 3rd down here for St. Louis. If Tampa Bay can hold him to a field goal here, that's not bad, especially considering the momentum St. Louis has had this entire drive. 3rd and 4. Ta'amu back to throw. Looking to the end zone, that's incomplete. Looking for LaDamian Washington, just a little bit off on the throw, and the field goal unit will have to come out. Good defense by Tampa Bay, forcing the incompletion, and honestly, it's just an errant throw by Ta'amu. Don't see those a lot from him, but that one got away from him. 4th and 4 coming up. This is going to be a 30-yard field goal attempt for Taylor Russolino. And he knocks it through. 3-0 St. Louis gets the first points of the ball game. Rosalino, he's been phenomenal all year. Back in week 1 or 2, he had actually hit a 63-yard field goal. This guy, he has one heck of a leg, and he's been very solid for St. Louis. Tampa Bay's defense does come up pretty big there at the end to hold St. Louis to 3. Opening up the game down 3-0 is a lot better than down 7-0, so we'll see if the offense this second time around can get something going. Cornelius, really, I think what they got to do is just get him into a groove, get him into some sort of rhythm, get some short slants across the middle, short completions, so we can make the big plays later on. Rosalino kicks it away, and again in the back of the end zone, Davis takes a knee. Out comes this Vipers offense, and we'll see what Mark Trestman calls here. Some of his play calling this year has been a little bit questionable. He's run it a little bit too much, or he's just called kind of interesting plays when you just are like, what are you doing? Sort of situation. So we'll see what Trestman can do today against St. Louis. See if he fixes some of those play calling mistakes that he's made earlier in the year. Tampa Bay can get a win here. They could really start a winning streak that could even get them first place in the division. See if they can start something here from Cornelius. Got a lot of time, and there's his open man. That's Reese Horn. And there's a big completion up to the 42-yard line. Great first play for the Vipers. Horn wide open across the middle. Got lost in the traffic. And this is what happens when the Vipers' offensive line gives Cornelius plenty of time. He can easily find the receiver. They can make a play. First down, up at the 42-yard line. See what the Vipers come up here on first down. Cornelius takes a snap, back to throw, and that's across the middle, complete. Ryan Davis on the grab, way to hang on to that football. That was a tough, oh wait, is it incomplete? Looked like he caught it. Guess it jarred loose there at the end. From what I saw, it looked like a completion. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Vipers. Truesdale in motion. And the give is to Jaquez Patrick. He gets met right away. It's only a gain of 1 or 2 to bring up a 3rd and 9 from the 44. Hendricks on the tackle. And Dwayne Hendricks, he's been incredible. He is a sack leader. He's got a sack pretty much every single game. In certain games, multiple sacks. He's been very impressive for the Battlehawks. Big 3rd and 9 coming up for the Vipers. Cornelius. He's got time. Under pressure, he's going to get it away, and that's going to go nowhere. It's going to go backwards. Hit Smith out there in the flat, and that's going to bring up another Vipers punt. So it looked like they had something going there, but again, it's all out. St. Louis clamps down, and Vipers forced to punt again. Shum out there for the 2nd time. He could pin St. Louis pretty deep here if he does it right. And what is the bounce? Ooh, that's going to bounce into the end zone. Tough break there. St. Louis to get the ball from their own 20. So out comes Matt Jones, Jordan Tamu, and this Battlehawks offense. They got 3 on the last drive. I'm sure they're going to want to get it in the end zone this time. You know, they really moved the football efficiently. Just couldn't get it in the end zone. See what they can do differently on this 2nd time around. First and 10 coming up from their own 20-yard line. What is Jonathan Hayes going to call here for the Battlehawks? Tamu is going to give it to Matt Jones, who's got a big hole. That's a nice gain on first down. Pickup of 9 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 1. Those are the sorts of plays that the Battlehawks have been really efficient, getting those 6, 7, 8, 9-yard plays to start drives. Really helps their team get them in a rhythm. 2nd and 1 from the 29. Tamu back to throw. Across the middle, that's complete. Big gain on the play. Marcus Lucas on the grab. All the way up to the 44. Lucas has been one of the most reliable tight ends in the entire league. He's continuing that right there. Wide open. Great execution by the Battlehawks offense. First and 10 from their own 44. Battlehawks very efficient at moving the football. Matt Jones on the ground. This time he's going to bring it up to the 50. Midfield, good run there by Jones to bring up 2nd and 4. Those sorts of plays that the Battlehawks have just done well all season long. And it's why they're one of the best offenses in the league. Sitting at 4-1. Tamu on 2nd and 4. Across the middle, that's complete. Finds his man, that's Russell again. Brings him to the 42 of Tampa Bay. Jonathan Hayes has done an incredible job here in St. Louis. Really just the playmakers that they have, the way they move the football. Right now they are definitely looking like championship material. See if Tampa Bay has some sort of answer. On the blitz, Tamu dumps it off. That's complete. Big gain from Christine Michael. Down to the 30. The Battlehawks already over 100 yards as we're close to the end of the first quarter. First and 10 from the 30. Will they get the play off? No, they will not. So the Battlehawks, so far, they are in control after the first quarter as they lead 3-0 here in Tampa Bay. One of the big playmakers that we've seen throughout last few games has been LaDamian Washington. He's had some huge receptions. Definitely a guy that we're going to see Tamu go for throughout this game. Him and Pearsonell, they've been very impressive at the wideout position. First and 10. And that's another big hole. Michael again with a big gain, that time on the ground. And it's 2nd and 1 from the 22. This offensive line really does a great job at making holes for these running backs to get through. And it's one of those things that Tampa Bay so far, they haven't found an answer yet for this Battlehawks offense. 2nd and 1. The give up the middle. Looks like Jones is going to be stopped just short of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Good tackle made by Tampa Bay. Another big 3rd down. If Tampa Bay's defense can just make one more stop here, it's only going to be 6-0. 3rd and 1. Tamu, the give, and did he get there on the push? I don't think Jones got there. No, he did not. What a tackle made by Banks. And that's going to bring up a 4th and inches. Way to get there in the first contact. Lucas Waka finishes him off. Great work by that Vipers defensive line. And it looks like Russolino is going to come out again. This time for the 38-yarder to make it a 6-0 lead. The kick is up. And it is good once again. Russolino, as stated before, he has been very impressive for St. Louis. And so far is already 2 for 2 on the day. So honestly, the Battlehawks have got to feel a little bit disappointed right now because they've moved the football very well and they only have 6 points to show for it. Tampa Bay, they get something going here. They score a touchdown. They've got the lead. So it'll be interesting to see what Cornelius, Tressman, and this Vipers offense comes up with here on their 3rd drive. Russolino, he's going to kick it away. Davis back to receive, and he's going to get to return it this time. And he is met at the 23. Big hit by Saxon on the return. 1st and 10 from the 23 coming up for the Vipers offense. Taylor Cornelius, he's one of those guys, he doesn't make many flashy plays, but he's efficient. He gets the job done. He couldn't get it done last week. See what he can do right now, because he's going up against some really tough defenses. Gotta just get into a rhythm. Thought he did on the last drive with that completion to Horn. See what they can do here. Also, they need to get their running backs going to help out Cornelius. 1st and 10 from their own 23. Cornelius back to throw. Across the middle, that is Truesdell on the catch. He's going to spin his way for a gain of 3. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Tampa Bay has a very dink and dunk like offense. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Honestly, they have to get more yards than that on 1st down if they want to have a chance against this Battlehawks defense. 2nd and 6, and Devon Smith nowhere to go. Maybe a yard on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 5 from their own 27. Tampa Bay again in 3rd down situation. See what Tressman calls on this 3rd down. Off play action. Cornelius rolling out. He's got a lot of time. Can he get the throw off? No, he cannot. He's taken down. Now it looks like he's injured. That is not good for Tampa Bay. That was a really hard takedown by Casey Sales on the sack. And Cornelius, we'll see if he can return, but that is not good news for Tampa Bay. Quinton Flowers will be most likely making an appearance, but Tampa Bay forced a punt. Again, Shum will kick it away. I hope Cornelius is alright. I guess we'll see. On the return, Pearsonell makes a move, but then he's met right before the 30 at the 28. 1st and 10 coming up for the Battlehawks. So on their 3rd drive, they got 2 field goals. They've moved the ball really, really well. Can they finally get the end zone on this drive? Jordan Tamu, again, he's been really efficient all year, and honestly, right now, the Vipers defense has got to hope that they can make another stand here and hope that their offense can do something, because they're not going to hold up forever. St. Louis is going to find the end zone sooner or later. Tamu on 1st down. It's the draw. That's another hole. Good gain on the play for Jones. About 4 yards, bring up 2nd and 6. See what the Battlehawks have up their sleeve here on 2nd and 6. Jonathan Hayes and Chuck Long have done a really good job here in St. Louis. Big blitz coming. Tamu, he's going to let it fly, and that is almost caught. Pearsonell just couldn't hang on. Good coverage there by the Vipers to stop what would have been a big play for St. Louis. That was a good throw by Tamu. We put it where he had to put it. Just a good defensive play made there by Tampa Bay. 3rd and 6. Tamu. He's got his man, Pearsonell, for the 1st down. Up to the 44. Great completion. Another St. Louis 1st down. It's just one of those things where it's hard for defenses to stop this Battlehawks offense because they just have so many weapons and so many playmakers that you just can't keep them contained forever. First and 10 coming up. Quinton Flowers looks like he's suited up, so we'll probably see him on the next drive, depending on how bad Cornelius' injury was. 1st and 10 from the 44. Tamu, back to throw, across the middle, that's complete. Big hit. But a good grab for LaDamian Washington. That's another 1st down for St. Louis. Now they're in Tampa Bay territory at the 45. Under 5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. St. Louis has had momentum all game long, and it continues there with another nice run from Michael. That's a gain of about 5. Bring up 2nd and 4 from the 40. These running backs, Christine Michael, Matt Jones, and Tamu as well, using his legs, they just make it really rough on defenses. They've been doing that all year. Vipers starting to dig themselves into a hole here. Tamu is going to give it to Jones. That time he's met right away. Reggie Northup. Nice tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Another big 3rd down here. If the Vipers can just get a stop, it'll really help them out. Relatively low scoring game here as we're under 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Tamu back to throw on 3rd down across the middle. That's complete. DeMornay Pearson now with another 3rd down conversion. This is his 3rd catch and his 3rd first down of the game. Pearson now is one of those guys. He's on the smaller side, but he is quick and he makes some really phenomenal moves there as a wide receiver. Big first down picked up by the Battlehawks, and they are now down to the 30-yard line of the Vipers. 1st and 10. Tamu going to take it himself that time. Only a gain of 1. Good stop made by the Vipers. Mount on the tackle. Second and 9 coming up now for Jordan Tamu and the Battlehawks as we approach the 2-minute warning. Wes Hayes going to make what they call blitz coming, and that's caught. Pearson now, another first down. Jordan Tamu having a great game throwing so far. 10 for 12, 101 yards. See if you can find the end zone in the stride, but another great completion. Pearson now, he's had a great season. It's continuing again today. He's just, again, as we mentioned, one of those guys, he's a great route runner. He gets open underneath all the time. Approaching the 2-minute warning, we'll see if St. Louis can get one more playoff. No, they won't. So we have hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa Bay. 6-0 St. Louis. The Vipers looking pretty flat. See what they can do in the second half. I don't know. St. Louis really in a good position, especially since they get the ball for the second half. Off play action, Tamu. Across the middle, that's complete. Down inside the 5. What a catch made by Alonzo Russell. All the way down to the 3-yard line. Tamu just perfectly threads the needle there. McFadden just couldn't get to the football. Great play by Russell and this Battlehawks offense. 1st and goal coming up from the 3. See if we get our first touchdown of the day. Tamu looking to throw. Under pressure. Can they get to him? And that is caught. Touchdown, Battlehawks. DeMornay Pearson out. He's had a heck of a day already, and he adds on to it with a touchdown to extend this Battlehawks lead. He just constantly gets open. He's a great receiver. Gets lost in traffic. Tamu puts a perfect throw in there. Battlehawks doing a great job of controlling this football game. I wonder if this defense is thinking about pitching another shutout for the 2nd week in a row. That'd be really impressive. We'll see. Jonathan Hayes has got to be really happy with his group. Russolino on for the extra point. And it is good, and it is a 13-0 ball game here in the first quarter. Tampa Bay, last week, they were down 10-0 at half, and they made it a football game. See what they can do here. And again, it'll be interesting to see who comes out here at the quarterback position. We really haven't gotten much of an update at all on the Taylor Cornelius situation. See if they get this kickoff going. Taking a while. Great drive from the Battlehawks, and way to finish it off with a touchdown. It's about time. They had 3 great drives. That time, finally cap it off with 7. Jordan Thomas, who's been very impressive at the quarterback position all year long. Russolino getting ready to send it away. Tampa Bay has some time. We'll see if they can score. Davis on the return and brings it up close to the 25. We get stopped at 24. So the Vipers offense got to do something. Get into a rhythm. Get something going here. Looks like Cornelius is coming out. So that is good news for the Vipers. Quentin Flowers is a good player, but he hasn't played really at all this year. So it's good news to see him out there on the field. First and 10 from their own 24. We've got 1 minute and 39 seconds left. And now it looks like Quentin Flowers is in fact in for the Vipers. So let's see what his first throw is. And it's dropped. Looking for Jalen Tolliver. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Vipers. So Quentin Flowers, product out of Florida. He is one of those guys that can make plays when he gets into a rhythm. He can use his legs. Honestly, a little bit, he's like a mix of B.J. Daniels and Jordan Thomas. We'll see what he can do. Give a spark to this Vipers offense. 2nd and 10. Flowers across the middle. That time it's complete. First completion of the day for Flowers. Tolliver on the reception. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Another big 3rd down coming up now for the Tampa Bay Vipers. Getting close to 1 minute. I've got to start moving this football quick. They don't have a lot of time. Flowers. Across the middle. That's complete. It's enough for a 1st down. Devon Smith out of the backfield. Tampa Bay gets a 1st down. They got to hurry up. Get to the line. Nice completion. Devon Smith coming out of the backfield. Just gets open. Picks up enough for a 1st down. Vipers have both timeouts. See how they use those here. On their own 34. Even if they can get a field goal here, something to get them going will be very helpful. Flowers. Back to throw. And just misses his mark. Looking for Nick Truesdell. That would have been a really big completion for the Vipers. Get him to midfield. Misses the mark. 2nd and 10 coming up. Under a minute to play. Vipers just, they definitely seem out of sync today. Battlehawks defense again, they are a tough squad to go up against. And that's a big completion. Jalen Tolliver. Finally something for the Vipers offense, and that's going to bring up a 1st down on the 47 of the Battlehawks. They use their timeout. 1st and 10. Flowers off play action. Got a lot of time. He's going to air it out deep. Deep shot to the end zone. He had Tolliver. Jalen just couldn't get to it. Man, that's a tough one there for the Vipers. Tolliver had his man beat. A little bit underthrown from Flowers. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Those are the plays that the Vipers have lacked all year long. See what they can do here on 2nd and 10. Flowers. Outside. Smith makes the catch, but it doesn't go anywhere. 3rd and 10. And again, I don't understand why you throw a play like that when 43 seconds on the clock. Try to get at least 5-10 yards. 3rd and 10. Can the Vipers get a clutch 1st down here? Across the middle, and Flowers misses the mark. Incomplete, and that's going to bring up a punt for Tampa Bay. So again, this offense failing to make something happen. And he had Tolliver across the middle with just an errant throw. Similar to the throw that we saw from Jordan Tamu before. But Flowers struggling on his opening drive. Shump out there to punt. And that one's going to go out of the end zone. St. Louis to start with the ball from their own 20. We'll see what Jonathan Hayes wants to do here. They've got a 13-0 lead. They're up only 34 seconds left. I don't expect to see them doing a whole lot. Maybe they'll take a shot or two, but probably just be safe. Run this into halftime, especially considering they're getting the ball for half. Jordan Tamu continues to impress. See what he does here. 1st and 10 from their own 20. And he's going to get the ball. Good carry. It's a gain of about 10 on the play. Time is running. Doesn't seem like they're going to try to do a whole lot here. We're under 20 seconds here in the first half.
Let's go.
Most likely the last play of the half if they even get it off. They will. And again, Tamu going to scramble. Interesting to call 2 scrambles in a row there. It's a 1st down, but it doesn't matter. Time runs out, and we are heading to halftime. The St. Louis Battlehawks, they have been controlling this football game all day long on the road. See what Vipers can come up with in the second half. And we welcome you back to Tampa Bay, where the hometown Vipers are still scoreless, down 13-0. They have really struggled to get anything going offensively the last few weeks. Week 4 against DC, they were blown out. It was 28-14, but they didn't score until the 4th quarter. Last week against the Wildcats, they couldn't score until the late 3rd, and now they haven't scored at halftime. They have been playing some tough defenses, but regardless, they have not been able to get anything going on offense the last few weeks. Franks kicks it away, and St. Louis will take a knee. Battlehawks going to start at their own 25-yard line. And Tamu, these are fantastic stats. 12 for 14. 120 yards and a touchdown. You can't ask for anything more from your starting quarterback. Let's see what Jonathan Hayes has dialed up here on 1st down for St. Louis. Tamu, good catch on the snap, looking across the middle, and that's complete. LaDamian Washington, 23 yards on the grab, and St. Louis, looks like halftime didn't happen for them. They just keep on rolling. This Vipers defense really just having a hard time with these receivers. Washington, Pearsonell, Lonzo Russell, these guys have been really impressive. Another big gain for this Battlehawks offense. 1st and 10 coming up from their own 48. Already to midfield in just one play. And it's like someone jumped. False start.
Offense.
1st down. Now 1st and 15. So that those sorts of penalties are stuff that can really mess with an offense. We'll see the Battlehawks can bounce back. Right after a big completion, they're backed up 1st and 15. It's not what you want to do. 1st and 15. Tamu takes a snap off play action. He's going to roll out, and that is almost intercepted. Lucas Waka would have had a pick 6. That would have really helped this Vipers defense. That is a tough drop. Lucas had it. Just couldn't hang on. 2nd and 15. Tamu back to throw, looking across the middle, and that is broken up. Good defense on the play. That is Kelly breaking it up, and now a big 3rd and 15 coming up for St. Louis. After the big completion, the penalty backs them up, and they do look a little bit out of sync on those last couple plays. Can Tampa Bay just make a big stop here? They have momentum right now. See if Tamu can pick up first down. They bring a blitz. Tamu still with plenty of time. He's going to dump it underneath. And Jones just not going to be able to get there. Good stop by the Vipers defense. And that's going to bring out the St. Louis punt team. Tamu had a lot of time. Surprised he still just checked it down to Michael underneath, but at the end of the day, you got to get rid of the football. Vipers really had no one on him, but they're lucky that they were able to stop him before the first. 4th and 3 coming up, and Marquette King will come out to punt it for St. Louis Battlehawks. High punt. Not a very good punt. Only 29 yards. Definitely could have put a little bit more leg on that. Try to pin him inside the 10. So now here comes Tampa Bay for their first drive. Quentin Flowers and Taylor Cornelius have both struggled this game. Not sure if Cornelius is healthy enough to come back out. We'll see. But Quentin Flowers did not look very comfortable back there in the pocket, so it would definitely help if Cornelius is out there for the Vipers. And he indeed is out there. 1st and 10 from their own 16. Cornelius back to throw on first down, and that is complete. And that is a good way to start the drive. Dan Williams with his first catch of the day. Out to the 28. 12 yards on the catch. That's a good way to get your offense into some sort of rhythm, into a groove, get Cornelius comfortable, see if they can score a touchdown and make this football game. First and 10 from the 28. The give to Patrick. He's got a big hole. Patrick all the way up to the 37. That's a gain of 9. So the Vipers offense coming out looking pretty strong. And this is where you've got to step up and make some big plays. They're doing that right now. The last 3 weeks, they have been fighting from behind in every single game. See if the offense can finally do something to come out on top. Davis on the screen. That's a first down for the Vipers. 3 yards on the gain, up to the 40. So good gain, good first down. Vipers getting into some sort of rhythm. Battlehawks defense has been very good all game, but Vipers, they do have plenty of weapons of their own, so it's not surprising to see them finally start to make some plays. Cornelius going to give it to Smith. He's got a nice hole. That's a gain of about 4. Up to the 44, and Tampa Bay getting close to midfield. You know, sitting at 2 and 3 right now, a win would really help them because DC will be playing the Renegades in the next game. Renegades are 0-5. DC is pretty much guaranteed to win that football game. Tampa Bay really needs this win here to stay in the playoff race. Smith to the outside. He's going to get bottled up. Gain of only 1 or 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Thought he definitely had more room than what he did. And a big 3rd down now for Cornelius. Can he get them the first?
Ready to break. Ready to go.
3rd and 4. They need this first down. Cornelius. He's got time, but he's going to go down. Ankara with the sack all the way back at the 39. 7 yards lost, and this Battlehawks defense steps up again. Cornelius had plenty of time in the pocket, just couldn't find anyone open. It's a real shame because the 3rd and 4 situation just expects short little quick slant across the middle. Cornelius goes down. Great play by Ankara to get through there. Tampa Bay gonna have to punt once again. Shum to punt it away. And this one's got a lot of leg. It goes way too far. And St. Louis going to get it at their own 20. So the Vipers defense finally makes a stop. But the Battlehawks still with a 13-0 lead. And this is what we've seen the Vipers struggle with for the last 3 games in a row. Their offense just can't get going. In the first week against New York, they scored 48 points. Since then, they've only scored 48 in the last 4 games. So, Tressman has got to figure out what to do with this offense. But things are starting to get do or die here. Off-play action, Tama with plenty of time. He's going to air it out wide open. Marcus Lucas. Big completion into Vipers territory down at the 49. 31 yards on the catch and run. This Vipers defense, they've done a decent job, but you can only hold up for so long against such a good offense, especially when your own offense can't even get 3 points. Lucas blown coverage there. He is wide open. 1st and 10 now for the Battlehawks.
Ready, 50,
Tamu. Back to throw, and that is caught. LaDamian Washington. What a catch. He went up and he caught that football. Unbelievable. And that's why the Battlehawks love using him. What a catch. Down to the Vipers 35. Tampa Bay needs some sort of play quick. And there's finally something defensively. Tamu blasted in the backfield. Reggie Northup on the stop. Northup is one of those guys, he has had a pretty good year, and he just shows up and makes a big play. See if that can give this defense some sort of momentum, because they've made plays here and there. St. Louis does only have 13 points, but the offense has failed to get anything going. 2nd and 13 from the 38, and that's a nice hole. Matt Jones, he's going to get the first down. So after a big play by Northup, the Battlehawks get it all right back and a first down. Matt Jones, 14 yards on the gain. Great hole. Jones, patient, finds the hole and just bursts right through it. 1st and 10 coming up for the Battlehawks from the 24.
Here we go. Set.
3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and again, the Battlehawks, they have not given up a point in 7 quarters. Tamu under duress, and that'll be incomplete. Looking for Pearsonell. Nice play made by Tavares McFadden. The Vipers defense, though, the interesting thing is that Jerry Glanville loves the blitz, and they've been doing that very effectively all year, but they haven't sacked Tamu once all game. So it's no wonder why Tamu's thriving. He has no pressure in his face. Michael, big hole. That's another first down for the Battlehawks. All the way up to the 14. St. Louis, this offense has been very impressive. They just ground and pound. 1st and 10 from the 14. Can Tampa Bay do anything right defensively to get a stop? 1st and 10, keeping it on the ground. This time only a yard on the gain for Jones. This duo of Jones and Michael has been really just fantastic for St. Louis. Keith Ford mixed in there here and there as well. He hasn't done a whole lot. But St. Louis has a very balanced offense. It's no wonder why they're 4-1. Michael on the give. Brings it down inside the 10. 3rd and 5 at the 8. Tampa Bay, if they hope to a field goal here, it's still a 2-score game. They're going to have to hope they can do that. On 3rd and 5. Jordan Tamu, back to throw. Got plenty of time, and he's going to take off with it. Will he get to the pylon? No, he'll be down at the 1. I thought for sure the Vipers were going to get him in the backfield, but once again, Tamu just slips away. Walker had a chance, Banks had a chance, and Looks like his knee was just down before that pylon. That would have been his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. And yes, his knee just down. Good call by the sideline official. Down to about a minute here in this first quarter. Third quarter, excuse me. Tamu, the give. Jones can't get there. Good stop by Tampa Bay. 2nd and goal coming up for St. Louis. Jones almost got there, but a really nice tackle made by Plummer. Comes in on the blitz. Makes a nice stop. 2nd and goal coming up for the Battlehawks. Seven seconds left to get the play off. Michael, he's in. Touchdown, Battlehawks. Christine Michael with the 1-yard run. And St. Louis adds on to their lead here at the end of the 3rd quarter. And it was only a matter of time before they found the end zone again. That offensive line, really impressive. Beal almost got there for the stop, but Michael finds his way to the end zone. And the Battlehawks are rolling for the 2nd week in a row on the road. And now Tamu out there for the 2-point conversion. They're going to screen it out to Pearson now. He's not going to go anywhere. So that play gets stopped. Reggie Northup. He's made some really good plays this game. One of the only bright spots on Tampa Bay today. Vipers, they really need a quick score to have any chance at this ball game. And for the 3rd week in a row, Tampa Bay's offense just can't even find the end zone. DC held them in check until the 4th quarter. And then last week against Los Angeles, they couldn't score till the late 3rd quarter. And now it's going to be the 4th. They haven't even gotten in St. Louis territory except for that one drive with Flowers. And you wonder what would have been different if Flowers would have made that throw to Tolliver at the end of the 2nd quarter. Lots of what-ifs from Mark Trestman and his squad, but right now it's not looking good for them. They're on the verge of going 2-4. Davis on the return, and he's got a big hole. Up past the 30, there is a flag. And it's going to come back. So, tough penalty there, as we are at the end of the 3rd quarter. Battlehawks in control, up 19-0. Can they hang on the road? And again, this defense has been really, really impressive. 7 straight quarters. Teams have not been able to score on them. DC was shut out. Tampa Bay shut out at home. Can Cornelius get something going for this Vipers offense? Under pressure, Cornelius. Across the middle, somehow caught by Jalen Tolliver. He's going to pick up about 7 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3. It's a good catch by Tolliver. Tolliver, he's had a great year. Last week, he was targeted several times, just couldn't get a catch. LA shut him down, but overall, he's had a great season for Tampa Bay. 2nd and 3 for the Vipers. Cornelius sets up the throw, and there's a catch. That's Dan Williams across the middle. And finally, Vipers getting back into a bit of a rhythm, but again, it's confusing as to why these sorts of plays haven't been called from drive 1. Because now they're down 19-0 with only 9 minutes to play. Just puts them in a tough situation. 1st and 10 from their own 33. Cornelius back to throw, and that is caught. But there's a flag on the play.
Holding offense.
And again, holding. And that is going to cost them 10 yards.
Still 1st down.
1st and 20, so on the kickoff and now on that completion, 2 holding penalties really have cost the Vipers. If it wasn't for those, they'd be well into St. Louis territory right now. But now they're still on their own 23. First and 20. Cornelius takes a snap. Got time. And that is caught. Good catch. Davis on the sidelines. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the 38. The Vipers offense, as I've mentioned, they have really struggled to get anything going. They're really going to want to reevaluate their offense after this game because they need to make some sort of change. And that is almost intercepted. Dexter McCoyle had a chance at it. That would have been Cornelius' first interception of the year, which is surprising he has not thrown one yet, despite Tampa Bay's 2-3 record, and it looks like they're going to be 2-4 unless a miracle happens. 3rd and 5. Tampa needs a big play. They bring the blitz, and that is caught. Devion Smith out of the backfield and into Battlehawk territory. Finally, something for the Vipers as we're down under 8 minutes. It's a good gain on the catch and run. Wide open. Way to go up there and make that catch. Cornelius almost overthrew him. If the Vipers can somehow get some sort of quick score here, they still have a chance. They're going to need a lot of things to work in their favor, though. Cornelius. Across the middle, and it's dropped. Tolliver cannot hang on. What a play. This defense, they are aggressive. They are in your face. The Battlehawks, they are a tough football team. Second and 10 coming up from the Battlehawks 46. Cornelius back to throw, and that is dropped. A little late on the throw, and Horn gets blown up. Another great play by the Battlehawks defense. They really want to pitch another shutout here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do. They are all over the place.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, watch the slant.
Cornelius on 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. And misses the target. Not a good throw. And Tampa Bay going to be forced with a difficult decision here on 4th and 10. You're down 19-0. This might be your last chance. And really, this time, the last throw, he had a late release. This time is an early release. Just some tough breaks for Tampa Bay. And Cornelius going to stay out there. 4th and 10. This is probably your ball game. Back to throw. Cornelius. He's sacked. Couldn't get the ball off, and that is Lambert. What a play. St. Louis, this defense, they have been stout all game long. Cornelius looked like he was ready to take a shot, but he just couldn't get the ball off. Lambert was right in his face. Great penetration there. Cornelius should have just thrown that ball. Jordan Tamu, 16 for 21, 199 yards and a touchdown. He's had a great day. Got lucky with the dropped interception. But besides that, he has been on point for St. Louis. Him and PJ Walker, definitely the two best quarterbacks in the league. Josh Allen's been pretty good too. But yeah. Tamu has been very efficient. 1st and 10 from the 47. And Jones gets the carry, and he fights his way up to the 42. That's a gain of about 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. And this offense, just, they really know how to wear down a defense and make it tough. They run the ball, they're smash mouth. And then it sets up the bigger plays to DeMornay Piersonell and LaDamian Washington because they don't know what to expect. 2nd and 5. And Jordan Tamu with a huge hole. He knows how to use his legs, and he does it again there. all the way down to the 28. Jordan Tamu playing like the league MVP at the moment. He has been absolutely incredible. First and 10 from the Tampa Bay's 28. And again, I will say the Vipers defense has done a pretty good job. St. Louis only has 19 points, but it's hard to get anything going when your offense can't score. Tamu takes it again. That's a gain of 3. Again, the Vipers defense, last week they held LA to only 13. This week, St. Louis, they gave their offense plenty of chances. And Trestman is going to have a lot of work to do this week. Russell in motion. Michael gets the carry, and that time he is met behind the line. Loss of a few on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. This game is pretty much over. It's a 3-score game. There's only 5 minutes left, and St. Louis is ready to at least kick another field goal here. But looking to the future, it'll be interesting to see what Tampa Bay will do, because right now they're down. They don't have a whole lot going for them. But even if at 2 and 4, they're going to have a chance. Tamu is going to take it himself, and that's going to bring out another field goal for the Battlehawks. But to get back to my last point, the Vipers, they've got a relatively easy schedule the next couple games. They're hosting Dallas, and then they're at DC. So to get 2 wins there, they'll be 4 and 4 and right back in business. So not all hope is lost here for the Vipers in this offense. But again, disappointing. They were 2 and 1 on the season. They beat the Roughnecks, and since then they've been pretty lousy. Russolino, he'll knock it through for the 3rd time today. St. Louis, 22-zip. With only 4 minutes to play, they might just get their 2nd shutout in a row. And Russolino, 3 for 3 on the day. Jonathan Hayes, he's got to be so proud of his group. They are running away with the XFL East. The Guardians, they're 1 and 5. DC's 2 and 3. Tampa Bay's ready to go to 2 and 4 with this loss. They've done a phenomenal job. Russolino to send it away. Davis just going to take a knee in the end zone. This one's pretty much got the writing on the wall. We'll see if Cornelius can do anything. A drive here, if they can score a touchdown, at least get something going offensively, it'll really help out next week. First and 10 from their own 25. Can Cornelius get his team to score? Back to throw. And that is intercepted! Picked off! Darius Hillary! And the Battlehawks defense comes up with the pick. Cornelius, his first interception of the season. What a play! Hillary just flew in there. Cornelius just didn't see him coming. What a play. This Battlehawks defense had 2 picks on Cardell Jones last week, and they get another one here. Matt Jones having an efficient day on the ground. Not flashy numbers, but they're solid numbers. The reason why St. Louis is up 22-0 right now. He just pounds through those defenses. Him and Michael do a great job. And the Battlehawks in scoring position again. Probably just going to try to run down the clock and just run this one out. 22-0 lead with 4 minutes to play. Tamu, he's going to run it again, and honestly, I don't like all these runs right now from Tamu. You've got the game won, it's 22-0. You don't want to risk any sort of injury to your star quarterback. Good tackle made by Mount. But the Vipers, this one's over. They're gonna have to regroup and hope they can come back at home next week. And boy, this is an interesting formation here from St. Louis. Used this a couple weeks ago. They're gonna use it again here. Michael gets the carry, and that's not gonna go anywhere. Bottled up. 3rd and 12 coming up for St. Louis. The Vipers have really struggled today, down 22-0. Only 3 minutes to play. Really, the only positives is that they have given their offense quite a few chances and just couldn't do anything. 3rd and 12 for the Battlehawks. Tamu back to throw. They're going to cross the middle. That's complete. Pearson now just can't get to the sticks. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1, and Taylor Russolino will come out for the 4th time today for a field goal. Again, this defense has not been too bad. They have held St. Louis to 4 field goals. It's just this offense can't do anything. Cornelius coming off the interception on that last throw, and it's just been a rough one. We'll see, again, Mark Trestman has got to do something, get Tampa Bay going next week against Dallas. So St. Louis is actually going to go for it, looks like. We have hit the 2-minute warning. St. Louis 22-0 lead. They are ready to pitch their 2nd shutout in a row on the road. So now Russolino does come out for the kick. This one going to be from 41 yards. Kick is up, and it is good. St. Louis, 25-0 lead. They have been phenomenal today on every aspect of football. 25 points, defense, pitching a shutout. Can't ask for anything more from your team. And Jonathan Hayes, again, kudos to him. He's done a fantastic job in St. Louis. So Tampa Bay is going to get it one more time here. Can they do something on offense? And honestly, even though he didn't play fantastic, it would be interesting to see them try and start hitting Flowers. Because if he gets comfortable out there, he definitely has potential. Cornelius, 9 for 16, 80 yards and a pick. He has been far from ideal today. And now Tampa Bay is going to be dropping to 2 and 4. It might be time to hand over the reins to Flowers. First and 10 coming up from their own 25. What does Cornelius have? Under pressure, he's going to let it go, and that is almost intercepted. It would have been the 2nd pick of the day. Just didn't turn around in time. But Cornelius, all day, he has just not been in a rhythm. He hasn't been in sync. This entire Vipers offense has been off. And for the 2nd week in a row, their running game hasn't gotten going, and it's no wonder why Cornelius is in trouble. And I don't know what in the world Cornelius is thinking there. Just throw the ball away. A huge sack, loss of 13. It's going to bring up 3rd and 23. From their own 12. Cornelius back to throw, and that is dropped. Looking for Nick Truesdell. Truesdell hasn't had a catch all day. And really just disappointing for the Vipers. They're going to have to regroup. It's a good throw. Truesdell just couldn't hang on. 4th and 23. We'll see if they just decide to punt it away, or if they want one last shot. And no. Shum will punt it away, and that'll probably do it. St. Louis can just run out the clock. And it's a beauty from Shum. And Pearsonell, nice move. Pearsonell with some room all the way up to midfield. So St. Louis probably just going to run out this clock and call it a day. Tamu, again, he's had another efficient game here. for St. Louis. Tampa Bay's had no answers. And the Battlehawks ready to move to 5-1 on the season. They are practically unstoppable. First and 10 from the 50. Matt Jones gets the carry. He's got a big hole. Jones up to the 35. Looked like he was going to get bottled up, but he sneaks through. Basically, just this is the way this entire game has gone. Tampa Bay has not been able to stop this running game, while their own has just not been able to get going at all. It's no surprise that St. Louis has just seen so much success today. 153 yards combined on the ground. Tampa Bay, they're ready to lose 3 in a row. They need to change this thing around quick. Tamu gonna give it to Michael, who breaks tackle. He's gonna get it down to the 30 as time continues to roll here in the final minute of this ball game. Down to under 30 seconds. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Battlehawks. At the 30. Tamu. He's going to take it himself. And he's got some room to run. Taken down inside the 25 to the 21. Again, I'm not too happy with that play call there. Don't want to risk injury to your star quarterback here in the final minute. But still, Tamu, he's just been unstoppable all day long. And they are ready to kneel this one out as the St. Louis Battlehawks, they have pitched their second shutout in 2 weeks, with both games being on the road against divisional teams. 25-0. Massive win. The Battlehawks, they are looking very, very impressive. They moved to 5-1. Tampa Bay, they have got to turn things around quickly. Sitting at 2-4 now. They lost to DC, and they lost to St. Louis. They've got to do something quick. Mark Trestman has got to get this group together. But great performance from St. Louis. They have got to like where they are right now in the division. And that'll do it from Tampa Bay. The hometown Vipers get shut out as the Battlehawks keep on rolling with a 25-0 victory. This is James Larson with the XFL Simulated. We hope to see you next time as the Dallas Renegades travel to visit the DC Defenders next week on the XFL Simulated.